The year was 2007. A rainy day. A day in which every individual person outside could use a little bit of shelter. But for one person, there was too much shelter. A hat too large.
You can't wear hats in school, they said. Take it off, even though it's glued, they said.
We all clearly see that it's glued. Paste dribbling down your forehead, they said.
That hat looks like you found it in the bottom of a old 1950s bar, they said.
Poor Nanny Ticket was so self-conscious of their misshaped head, they glued a large hat to their dome. But school rules were rules. And so we were hired by the school to investigate ways to rip this hat off this kid's head.
Day after day of wrenching on their forehead and their scalp.
You might be thinking, that sounds more like a half assassin's job.
Or a school proctor.
Perhaps a hitman.
Or just a bully.
Perhaps a hat man in replace of a hitman.
Yes.
But no, the mystery was, how do we remove it?
And I remember the principal calling us in and says, I've got a hat job for you, boys, ignoring and completely misgendering you.
Right, me, Dottie Don Knots.
Dottie Don Knots, of course. Mm-hmm. Well, at the time.
Dottie Don.
I forgot your maiden name was Dottie Don.
That's right. Finally, we thought, looks like we'll just have to take the head off with it. The forehead, that is.
So we pulled out the school guillotine.
That's right.
Which was just the paper slicer.
Oh, those things are so
Especially
scary.
the old ones.
My heart palpitates. I owned one once.
Yeah.
And even just the thought, it was on the top shelf of my closet.
All
and
they
the
had
thought
was...
of it, well, let me explain.
Yeah.
The thought of it falling and perfectly just like on my arm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because all they had to protect you was that little metal bar that your fingers could still fit through and be chopped off. And the people in the 80s were like, that's enough. And they're built to last forever. And they did the job.
Yeah. So
but you
the
could
forehead.
but still holding it, you still could fantasize about if bad guys came in, you could rip it off and use it as a sword.
As a machete.
And we just did the forehead for Nancy.
We scalped his forehead.
Yeah.
Or, was who?
Nanny.
Nanny.
Nanny was the name.
Nanny Ticket.
Nanny Ticket.
Cursed with the name of a profession of a much older person.
And the dog from Peter Pan.
Nana. We all called her different things, adding insult to injury. And as we scalped her forehead, she said, my name is Deborah.
Don't say scalp.
We're tired of your hat tricks, we said.
But that was a case well done, performed by
The
Tiny Detectives.
Tuesday. Hey everybody, welcome to Tiny Detective Tuesday. I'm the guy who's currently speaking. My name is Finley Brown.
I'm Hank Whistle, and I bought something off of Etsy.
I'm Debbie Don Knots, and I'm joining the PTA.
Oh my gosh. The local school. Well,
No.
oh, that PTA.
A distant school.
Not that one either.
Person's troubled again.
No, it's my own PTA.
Oh, what? Well,
Oh, well, to you, PTA doesn't stand for Parent Teacher
Association.
No.
And it doesn't stand for person's troubled again.
No. It stands for parties talking afterwards.
Sounds like it's a new acronym. You struggle to remember it. Parties talking afterwards?
Yeah, we linger after parties.
And do a breakdown of how the party went?
Yeah, that's right. We talk crap about everyone who came. why we think certain people didn't come.
She joins a competing podcast, and all of a sudden it's an organization.
It's no
okay.
podcast. We overstay our welcome.
Well, you do
There's
bring
no
microphones.
mics.
You do crash a lot of parties with a lot of podcasts.
That's right, and I go right when the host is hoping everyone will leave.
And quick question: Why did you decide to do this?
Because it's a great way to look for clues.
Oh, that's right.
Perspective crimes.
Any clues. Anything can be a clue.
Well, did you find anything related to today's case, which of course we got hired this week to work on the case of the wrinkled shirt.
Because I look
collared shirt.
Collared shirt.
Yeah.
I look for clues first, cases later.
You find clues, ask cases later.
Yes.
Right. You walk into a room, you say, "Look at all this spilled blood," and they say, "This is an ER room," and you say,
I'm on the case.
"I'm on the case."
And you don't.
Case solved.
Yeah.
Well, anything's a clue before a case.
Exactly.
An open door, it's like this could be a clue on a particular case.
Exactly. We might have done this bit before.
I don't think we have.
Oh, okay.
This is way too obvious of how actually things work that I feel like it just might seem normal to you.
Right, because before there's even a crime announced, I'll walk in and I'll think, that camera is askew.
Yes.
It's taped on the ceiling of this Airbnb.
Mm-hmm. And
suspicious.
You bought an entire storage lot filled with evidence that you think might be applicable later.
I always baggy it. You gotta use the baggie.
And you tell the people you're taking them from, this is evidence. This might be in a case.
That's right. Sometimes I take things that are very precious to people.
Yeah,
like...
you took a kid's inhaler and you're like, I don't know if this DNA is going to be relevant.
I know. I couldn't afford one myself.
Oh, so you use this evidence sometimes.
Sometimes when I don't think it will compromise the case.
Well, has it ever?
Never.
Oh.
So,
I mean, your side of things is totally fine. His side of things not so great.
That's right. And I take $2,000 from you every month.
Well, you confiscate it and you say this is evidence.
As evidence of
malpractice. I call it alimony. You call it evidence.
I call it evidence.
But you went too far when you confiscated my dad's pacemaker. You said this might be relevant in a case.
And he died later that day.
Oh, please don't bring it up.
We did have to solve his death.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. It was a murder case.
Luckily, we pinned it on Mayor Chuck Huffley.
That's right.
Chuffley, I mean.
That's right. Sometimes the culprit is me, but I'm still solving the case.
Well, he didn't pass any sort of legislation that made it so that everyone has a backup pacemaker.
Right. There's nothing in the rule book that says you have to have a pacemaker.
That's right. And as we've discussed, if you solve the case, even if you are the murderer, you are absolved of any crime.
You get to judge the crime. It's a real scavenger hunt situation.
Every criminal is judge, jury, and executioner.
Which is why everything we've done on the show so far is perfectly legal.
Scotch-free.
Scotch-free. Scotch tape free.
Scottish free.
Free the Scots.
They're 2014
trapped.
called. We're doing it again. We're voting on legislation to free the Scots.
They're trapped in that country.
They don't like Scotland.
Yeah, let them out.
Well, Debbie, did you find any evidence that was interesting to today's case of the collared shirt?
Of course. So there we were at Barry's party. He's the town. Remind me.
Fishmonger?
He's the town fishmonger. He's always fishing.
Yes.
So he cooked up.
Or he's monging at least.
He's monging on those fish, and
which I don't like. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a crazy phrase.
I was like, monging is very intimate, and it's just like I don't know.
Not with fish.
He keeps
it's
like,
technically
anytime
legal.
you walk by, it's like it feels like he's waiting to do this. Like if he makes eye contact with you and closes curtains, and he's like back to monging.
Ironically, he's like Barry the singing bass, but with monging fish.
Yeah.
He's like, here's a little fish I mong. Please don't tell me that is wrong. Don't mongy.
Be
My
fishy.
fishy.
So So there he was, monging some fish at the party, at the local crab shack. And,
You were doing your PTA at the crab shack.
That's right.
Yeah.
When I noticed a fish hook was stringing up a shirt.
Wait, it's not the shirt, the collared shirt in question, is it?
Well, I don't know. There's lots of collared shirts. Because everyone knows the mystery we're trying to solve is...
Right, so we shouldn't even talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to say.
But we probably should.
We probably should. There's a shirtless man who runs around. Big sloppy abs.
Derek. Oh.
Derek.
Adam's
Big
Derek.
sloppy Derek. And he's going into...
Wait, you call him Big Sloppy Derek? I call him Abs Derek.
Oh,
Because he's sloppy, but he's got ginormous abs.
That's right. And they're sloppy abs.
Well, I call him that because he's built like an oil derrick. He's like very triangular in shape. His abs make up a lot of his
He's
lower
built
case.
like an oil Derek.
That's right.
Yeah, which we all know is it's like a normal Derek, but it's oiled.
Yeah.
He's built... Oh, wait, what did I say? I meant to say he's built like an oiled derrick.
Yeah.
An oiled derrick.
Oh, an oiled Derek, which is another common thing to call somebody. Yeah.
An oil derrick.
As opposed to a regular Derek.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's going into businesses that say no shirt, no shoes, no service, and he is being serviced.
Yes, and he thinks he can get away with it because he's technically wearing a collar, but no shirt.
And technically wearing a layer of oil at all times.
Which he calls his shirt.
Yeah.
And his mother says, I swore that I got him a shirt.
So her alibi's clear.
Well, she's in jail.
We are trying to pin it on her at the moment because no decent human being would be raised in a way that would allow this to happen.
No
That's
decent
right.
mom would allow her adult son to go shirtless around town.
So she swore she gave him one for Christmas. It said, who let the dogs out?
Yes.
And then there's some toes on the shirt.
Right. And who hired us for this case again?
Well, it was Derek.
Derek, but he's the perpetrator.
Yeah, but he's just trying to get in our heads. You
Yeah.
see, he's trying. It's like, the last person you would think, but obviously,
Well, because remember, he wants to wear a shirt. He just doesn't have one,
The
and
plot
he's
thickens.
so cheap. He refuses to buy one. He just wants his old
But
one
I keep
back.
telling him, Derek, this oil is so expensive.
it's crude oil. It's not olive. It's not castor.
It's $300 per barrel. And he's dipping himself in this, and he's walking around, he's like, oh, woe is me, can't afford clothes.
Well, do we think it's an excuse?
I mean, it could be.
Because he is always flexing.
Yes.
And nothing like crude oil to show off your muscles.
You know, I did, when I competed in Mr. Universe,
Yeah.
I got disqualified for oiling up my body with crude oil. And they said I was problematic because I was you can just imagine a person like me completely oiled up.
You also kept smoking cigars, which everyone was very afraid was just an imminent danger risk.
Yes. But I will say my abs never look better.
You also got disqualified because you were too weak.
Yes, it was the first Mr. Universe competition where they made you actively do weights on the stage. They said, "Are these muscles real?" And I couldn't lift the bar. I was 3 times bigger than the next biggest person, but just like SpongeBob in that episode where he has inflatable muscly arms, couldn't even lift
That's
the bar.
right. You had just put balloons, flesh-colored balloons on your arms.
Again, referencing SpongeBob episode where he puts balloons in his arms and blows them up.
So that was a documentary.
Well, the episode that they did for me,
Well, that whole character is based off you.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Well, this is news to me.
That's right, because you have...
Wait,
Have you never watched SpongeBob? Because
I've only seen that one episode.
Have you not... Okay, I don't know how to make this clear. You live in a giant rotting fruit.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
That-
in the water.
You have nothing but pet snails all over the place.
Well, just one.
Well, They're breeding.
You have holes all over your body.
Oh, I do. I am basically indestructible to pain, and every time I'm punched, I get absorbed.
Anytime you wake up, people sing your name.
And you filter feed.
I do, and I'm always ready. Is that relevant at all to what you're saying? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
That
was fun.
So there I saw a collared shirt fished up.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, no one was wearing the collared shirt, which could suggest it was stolen.
And I just want to, sometimes we start on these cases. Is the case to find this man a shirt, or is the case to find him guilty for breaking these no shirt, no shoes, no service rules?
Well, I think he's trying to avoid the penalties of those because he can't help but go in and shop and get service.
So his mom's in jail for him committing these crimes. Mm-hmm. He's hired us to help him find a shirt.
She's facing the death penalty.
If I may, he hired us to find his one shirt. Because
he refuses to wear anything else. But we think, and he's gotten complaints about going shirtless, but we think perhaps he's hired us as a ruse to acquiesce the people who are saying, please put on a shirt. And he's like, I'm looking into it. So it kind of sounds like we don't actually have to fulfill this. We just have to keep up with appearances.
It's an IOU kind of.
Our reputation is on the line.
As long as the case is ongoing forever, sounds like he's in the clear.
Oh.
Gosh, it is sure tempting not to solve this case.
But before we do that, I want to talk about my recent Etsy purchase. Okay, so we all know I've been having trouble with butter. Mm-hmm. And what do you put butter in? You put butter in a butter saucer. Mm-hmm. You got to put the little thing over it because you put butter in a fridge. What happens? It gets too hard. And you can't spread butter with butter. And so I bought something from Etsy.
I'm sorry, did you just say you can't spread butter with butter?
Hard butter. Then you got to do the little ridges on the end of a butter knife and scrape it off, and it's really embarrassing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You didn't answer what I was confused about, but yeah, let's keep going.
Well, I misspoke.
Okay, that's all right.
So I bought this, but when I got it in, guess what it was made out of? It was made out of, the gosh darn thing was made out of butter.
That's so crazy, because we talked about butter a lot last time.
We did?
There was a butter ghost.
Yeah, there was a butter ghost.
I thought we talked about wine bibbing a lot.
Well,
we talked about butter ghost at some point in our lives. It might have been 2 times ago.
Did you check to see if your butter was haunted?
Well, I did buy it from Butter Ghost 47.
You have to check if everything's haunted. Mm-hmm. Anything can be haunted.
You know that this town that we've never named is like Butter Ghost capital of the world.
Oh my gosh, that explains that. When I went down to town hall to renew my taxes, I went into a haunted porta potty, and it was terrifying.
One time I put in a DVD, Holes, and it was haunted by Charlie Chaplin.
Oh my God.
Did you get his autograph?
It was just...
Wait, did he come on screen and act out all of the holes?
It was him commenting on Shia LaBeouf's performance.
Wait, he's doing the one thing he's not known for, and he's talking over the movie?
Charlie Chaplin's doing director's commentary and not his classic
Was
bits?
he the director of Holes? Was he the ghostwriter on Holes?
He was the ghostwriter. It's funny because, he wasn't alive when movies could do talkies.
Well, technically, he did have a very big talkie film, The Great Dictator, at the start of the talkies.
But on his gravestone, it said, not alive when movies did talkies.
Yeah, he said
it's his legacy.
He said it says a man of few words.
Which he thought was very funny.
Yeah, which I'm sure. That's crazy, yeah.
So he has, he's very problematic views. It's good he couldn't talk. Trust me.
Well, there's a reason he's got that mustache style. And it's because of his problematic views. Mm-hmm. We all know his problematic views.
Yeah. I did watch The Great Dictator.
You have seen that?
Actually, I have.
What's a weird view?
That Hitler's bad.
Well, that's not it.
No. That's one of his few good views.
See, Charlie Chaplin hates Hitler. Here's how it goes too far. Because he also hates baby Hitler, which is just like, in my opinion, that's too far. Like, baby Hitler didn't do anything wrong.
Everyone always talks about how everyone always says, "I'll go back and kill baby Hitler," but you never know what it's going to be like until you got the muzzle of your gun on his forehead. We all know what that's like.
Well, I have nothing against baby Hitler.
I know.
Did nothing wrong.
To me, it's so crazy to say that. Like, you don't have to kill him as a baby. Like, he's pretty old when he starts doing all that stuff.
And really, what you have to do is just mess up his parents a little bit. Like, go back to when you think they conceived, and just like change their day.
That's
a
true.
little
Just
bit.
make sure his parents don't get together.
Yes.
You should reverse parent trap his parents.
Tell their parents that they're twins and that they need to move. One needs to move to England, one needs to move to California.
But also, like, if you're gonna kill Hitler, like, wait till he's like 17 or something.
Yeah, you want to see the fear in his eyes.
Well, I just mean you don't have to do it to a baby.
Well, if I were to go back in time, I would create an art school just for him and say, "You are the star student. You're the best," and I would fund his whole art career.
I don't know. You've seen what happened to George Bush when he followed his art career. Not great art. He got into painting after being a president.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did he paint? What's one of his
Also,
favorites?
Hitler did some paintings too. Still, they were pretty good. Actually,
gracious.
they were better than George Bush's.
If that's saying anything. But yeah, I got this butter dish. But it was so interesting because what I was able to do is I'm not going to use this butter dish made of butter. So I went to Derek. I went to Ab's Derek, as I call them. And I said, hey, what if you use this greasy butter as clothing instead of this crude oil? And then maybe if he does that, then what I was planning on is to slick him up and then just throw a shirt on him. Because I don't want to have to work this case forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, what you can do is make, you know how there's butter sculptures?
I know there's butter sculptures. Yeah. Those creatures that live in the crypts.
Yeah.
We're all terrified every night from the sculpture attacks.
And they're artists too. Their one good thing is they make butter sculptures.
Wait a second. Okay.
So
The one thing about every villain is they're all aspiring artists.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing they really want to do is make art, and that's evil.
And the second they can't do it, they turn to crime.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But
Jeffrey Dahmer, he just wanted to get into sculpting.
well, can I give a hot take?
Yeah.
It's probably because like creators and dictators there's a big overlap of like narcissism.
Well, I mean, this isn't a hot take, but an observation. Ben Shapiro, he wanted to be an actor. He couldn't, so what did he do instead?
He starts funding movies with his own takes.
Propaganda.
Yeah, he was a propaganda machine
Yeah.
guy. This is like, someone just cast that guy in a community theater play. And again, we would have avoided all this nonsense.
Just put him in a sitcom. You don't have to be that good. And, just he'll feel like he's accomplishing
Can
something.
you imagine a Seinfeld-esque comedy just called Shapiro?
No.
Elaine, I don't understand. I don't understand what we're doing, Elaine. Like, you should go on a date with me. It's pretty obvious you should go on a date with me, Elaine.
How's that Ben Shapiro?
And instead of Kramer, it's Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. And Newman is just Tucker.
Evolution's not real, obviously.
Yeah.
So
We're onto something.
So my plan, butter, try to sneak on the shirt on, but he saw through it immediately. He was just like, I don't want this butter. I still want to the thing about Derek, he wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to have his oil and have his shirt too. He wants to lather himself up with crude oil straight from what's it do? From shale? Fracking? He wants fracked oil on his body.
Frack me. That's the sign he wears on himself.
That's
It just says
right.
frack me.
It says frack me good.
Frack me good.
Frack me long.
So yeah, he won't wear a shirt, but he will wear a sign called "Frack me good, frack me long."
I think he might just be an oil tycoon. So maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't take his money.
Well, he is paying the highest retainer we've ever had. We're getting paid $300 million for this
That's
case.
true.
I mean, he clearly has a lot of money. Hence, he could not afford his wardrobe, which is crude oil. So,
But it's interesting, and that's the reason why he doesn't want to wear that shirt, because that's the shirt his mommy gave him when he was a kid. Before he was
the one shirt.
Yeah,
the mommy shirt.
It reminds him of when he had a home and a heart and morals. And he doesn't want to be reminded of that. He wants to look at his bare flesh.
Wait, he doesn't want to be reminded of that, or does he want his shirt back? Oh,
No,
that's right.
it's a ruse.
It's a ruse.
It's a ruse because everyone's saying, Derek, please put a shirt on.
He says, okay, I will. Wink, wink.
Yeah, they're like, you're at the Carlton Ritz. And so he's saying, I'm looking into it. I'm trying to find my one shirt.
So, what do you say? We force this shirt on him? Because I think we found it, right?
We found it, a collared shirt.
Well, we found a shirt because he still wears a collar. The shirt we're looking for is a collared-less shirt.
Well, the shirt did have a collar missing from it.
Okay, we found it. We found it. But what's so odd about this guy is I don't even understand why he has this problem with no shirt, no shoes, no service, because he Batmans every single establishment that he walks into. And he says...
at the second they turn around to, like, get change or something, he just disappears?
Well, he does that after he does... Actually, I should say he Bruce Waynes them.
Oh, I see.
Because he says, I'm going to have to talk to the owner. And he writes a check and he says, you are. And he puts it in their pocket. And he's buying all this...
And he also keeps swimming in there like fish tanks and stuff.
With Russian ballerinas.
That's right, which is how the fishing line caught his shirt. That's how it started.
Yes.
Because he was swimming in a fish tank, and
because Ahab, who owns the crabbery, where you saw the thing.
That's right. He goes fishing in fish tanks because he knows he'll get a bite.
By the way, can we just do a completely connected idea? Does anyone know the secret identity of Crude Man? He's a vigilante that goes around town. He's covered head to toe with some black viscous liquid, and he fights crime. And I'm stumped. I'm stumped who this person is. But what's interesting is I never see Crude Man and Derek in the same room to each other. But that's crazy. Right?
I want to dig into this because A, they're taking our business, but B, they did also stop the giggler last week, which I got real sick of giggling all month. So that's like a thorn out of my side.
Incredible. He also did take out the crime boss, the Puffin.
Yeah, yeah, classic crime boss Puffin, and who is a notorious gangster who ate people's noses. And was also just Danny DeVito. Yes. I think. I'm pretty sure it was Danny DeVito.
And Two Brace, who has braces on their teeth and their eyes.
Yeah, there's a one-to-one there somewhere.
And also Straw Corn Man. He took us...
It's just Straw Corn.
Straw Corn Man. So he does do a lot of good, but again, no one's above the law. I think our main thing is he's taking our jobs for us.
Mm-hmm.
And Two Grace. She has two personalities, both named Grace.
Yes, and she's the twin sister of Two Grace.
And also Dog Woman, who keeps asking that we stop calling her that, but gosh dang if she does not look like a dog. That's all.
Well, are you talking about the first dog woman that was like kind of like sexy and wore latex, or the second dog woman that fell off of a building and got like bit by a bunch of dogs and was just like critically panned and won a Razzie at the end of the year? Do you understand the reference?
No, I get all of them. No, I think it was the older Spanish one who had the like things going on, the glasses.
Older Spanish? Yeah. You mean young and beautiful? Her last name was Kravitz?
No. Oh yeah, that's the latest one.
That's the latest dog woman.
No, that's the latest dog. I'm talking about the first dog woman.
Well, she's always following by with the Crude Man rather than just Crude Man.
Oh yeah,
he's a little grittier.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of Adam Best's Crude. When I say the first,
you mean Adam East?
That's it. Adam East's Crude Man.
Yeah, and so anyway, just random tangent I had to get off my chest, but I'm sure it's not connected even in the slightest. But I heard that you had an activity this week that you said is going to crack this case wide open.
Yeah, I've become a well, I've shacked up with Ahab. And
Colonel Ahab?
Colonel Ahab, the man who owns the crabbery, because I wanted him to teach me how to fish clues. But instead he just taught me how to fish and out of other people's ponds and stuff. But he's successfully feeding a whole town doing that. So
Well, he always goes the saying, teach a man to fish.
Uh-huh.
And he'll fish all the fish.
Yeah. And teach a fish to
Be a man.
Be a man. And the man will learn how to be a fish.
Well, that brings me to the big thing that I discovered, which was I went into his back room and he's got a lot of fishmen back there that he is clearly genetically manipulating.
Well, and can I just say his partner is charming. Although a little fish, like they smell like fish, but his partner is absolutely charming.
Ishmael?
Fishmail.
Oh, Fishmael.
His partner.
Call me Fishmael, he says?
Yeah, and they spell it fish, M-A-L-E.
Wait a second. That collared shirt, that was a Dickies?
Of course.
Was it a gift from the singer Moby by any chance?
No, his mom. We've already established that.
To his mom?
Yes.
Well, his mom's name is Moby.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, is his mom famous singer Moby?
Yeah.
Call me
Moby's-
Fishmail.
Moby's Dickies?
Yeah.
Ahab, Fishmail? It's all coming together.
And we still have to force it on Derek.
I don't know how we're going to get to that shirt with all those fishmen at his beck and call, though.
Interesting. So we've identified where the shirt is on the hook
Yeah.
at the Crab
Crab
Shack,
Shack.
owned by Ahab.
Ahab and
married
Fishmail.
to Fishmail.
Married, okay.
Partner.
Well, okay. yeah.
Civil union. Our
Civil
town
union.
is-
They shook hands in Toontown.
Yeah,
That's a family inside
I
joke.
will say, you know, our town's progressive in a lot of ways, but we still don't recognize marriage between fish people. And I, for one, I don't think that's right. I think love is love, and I think that if you want to genetically alter a fish to become your partner and name it Fishmail, you should be able to
I'm
love
against it. I say bird people only, no fishes.
I mean, public monging is one thing,
That's true.
but marrying a fish person, I think that's okay.
All right.
Back to the case.
Well, we gotta strangle Ahab if I know anything about how we work as detectives.
Well, he's got that big old fish net that's hanging up there, just waiting to strangle.
Net's famous for strangling throats. Yeah.
Well, we could just say we know where the shirt is.
Oh, and get him to confess.
Yeah, and then we don't even have to make Derek wear the shirt. It's just that, you know, we found where it is.
He can keep up appearances. He says, I can't wear the shirt because it's locked up in a crab shack.
Yeah, we don't have to get the shirt.
Guys, I don't
That's
know.
true.
It's kind of off brand for us not to kill somebody at the end of an episode.
Not to murder a person.
But I like that idea. All right. Well, hold up. Let me send the email to...
I mean, we could murder Derek. He is an oil tycoon.
Dude, I couldn't keep my hands on his throat, though. He's so slick and oily.
That's true. It's tough.
It is tricky.
He is hurting the environment more than one single person ever
He's the
could.
least environmentally conscious human I've ever seen.
Which is, you would think that that Colonel Ahab would want him to wear a shirt so he uses less oil.
Well, I think Colonel Ahab is the... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe, you know, let's just see if he knows that that's even Derek's shirt.
This could be a classic misunderstanding.
Maybe.
Hold on, let me see.
Well,
Colonel Ahab.
he also might like the fact that they're not in competition for the same type of oil. Ahab famously into whale oil.
Also bad for the environment.
Which he still uses to light his lanterns, which is very odd.
We keep trying to tell him electricity exists. We don't have to almost eliminate an entire species. Anyway, let me see.
Yeah, no, I think your plan was better.
Colonel Ahab. Is that Derek's shirt? Immediate response, yes. He says, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I'm returning it right now.
Oh my gosh, that's
Wait,
so
just
cute.
got a text from Derek. Why do I have this shirt? I don't want to wear it. I just want to keep up appearances. Oh, gosh, hold up. All right, let me text the police. Tell the mom to get him a new shirt. Police says, Why are you texting me? That has nothing to do with it. Okay, hold on. Now let me text Derek again. Sorry, dude. Check. Third installment of the check is due Tuesday. Is this good?
Tell him it smells like up dog in the air.
Oh, yeah, dog.
Oh, hold on. This is good. Hey, Derek. It smells like up dog in here.
Wait, he's responding.
He says,
I'm turning myself in. I've done everything wrong.
Yeah.
I am an evil person who is bad for the environment.
and then also, what's up, dog? Got him twice. Whoa, I feel good. We actually did something positive.
You know what? Murdering him with humor is good enough for me.
That's a first for everything.
And
well,
you know what we say. Oh, wait, no. Do we say that later?
No, let's say what we say.
Case closed.
Man. Sorry, gang. That was our last case on the docket. I guess that's it for us.
Yeah, I guess we gotta tear down shop and strangle ourselves.
Hello, Time Detective Tuesday. What's that? A Shrek sequel?
The Mona Lisa?
Liam Neeson is getting into improv comedy?
We're on the case!